The Marlborough Rugby Union was one of New Zealand's smaller provincial unions, representing the Marlborough region at the top of the South Island. Founded in 1888, it played a long-standing role in grassroots and provincial rugby, fostering local talent and maintaining strong community ties. As a smaller union, it often faced challenges of competing against larger, better-resourced rugby unions. However, respect was earned for their resilience and the quality of players produced, with several Marlborough players going on to higher honours, including Super Rugby and All Black selection. Several notable All Blacks played for Marlborough at some point in their careers, but were selected for the national team while representing other unions. Jim O'Brien played for Marlborough between 1919 and 1921, then moved to Auckland. He also represented New Zealand in Rugby League from 1924 to 1928. Fred the Needle Allen, Marlborough rep in 1944, then representing Auckland. Prop Richard Lowe, who played for Marlborough between 1982 and 1984, gaining All Black selection in 1986 out of Waikato. Hooker Anton Oliver, who played one game for Marlborough as a 16-year-old before moving to Otago. And Leon McDonald, representing Marlborough 33 times from 1994 to 96 and then moving south to Canterbury. 6 All Blacks have been selected for the first time while representing Marlborough. First of these was Charles Fitzgerald. A back, he played every backline position for Marlborough except fullback. Dual international, Fitzgerald represented New Zealand also in Rugby League. There was 1936 game All Black loose forward Jack Best, and tough as they come Marlborough farmer hooker Ian Hammond, the first Marlborough player to play a test match in 1952. The Opawa club produced 2 further All Blacks in the late 1960s, wing three-quarter Phil Clark and Marlborough legend Alan Sutherland. A barnstorming lock on number 8, Sutherland played 64 games for New Zealand, including 10 tests. Known as the Kaikoura Express, Ranfurly Shield hero wing Brian Ford played 20 games for the All Blacks, scoring 8 tries. The history of the Mid-Canterbury Rugby Union is closely linked to that of Canterbury and South Canterbury. South Canterbury split from Canterbury in 1888 and in 1904 spawned a sub-union, Ashburton County. That was taken under the wing of the Canterbury Rugby Union the following year, before going it alone as a full union in 1927. The name of the union changed to Mid-Canterbury in 1952. Like many of the smaller rural-based New Zealand rugby unions, Mid-Canterbury has had players who have begun playing first-class rugby for the union only to leave due to work or to further their playing careers. One of the all-time greats of New Zealand rugby, Wilson Wineray, played a season for Mid-Canterbury in 1954 while working in the area as an agricultural field cadet. Wineray made his All Black debut in 1957 while playing for Canterbury and captained the All Blacks in the first half of the 1960s. In 1998, Wineray was knighted. Ashburton-born winger Bruce McPhail played 6 matches for Mid-Canterbury in 1956 before transferring to Canterbury and gaining All Black selection in 1959. He also played 35 matches for the Nelson Rugby Union between 1960 and 1963. There have been 3 players selected for the All Blacks while playing their club rugby in Mid-Canterbury. In 1960, Rakaya's Dennis Cameron was a surprise selection for the tour of South Africa. He failed to make the test side, playing 8 midweek games for the midweekers known as the Dirt Trackers. Mid-Canterbury's second All Black was their burly hooker and captain Grant Perry, called up as a replacement for the All Black tour of Fiji in 1980. Their last All Black to date was giant lock Jock Ross, who played 158 matches for Mid-Canterbury between 1970 and 1987. Ross played in 5 matches on the 1981 Tour of France. In Nelson Bays Rugby Union was formed when the Nelson Rugby Union and the Golden Bay Motueka Rugby Union merged in 1969. They competed in the lower divisions of the National Provincial Championship until 2005, joining with Marlborough to form the Tasman Rugby Union the following year. Poverty Bay's Rico Gear debuted for the All Blacks out of the North Harbour Rugby Union in 2004, before relocating to Nelson Bays the following year, representing the All Blacks while playing for Nelson Bays. Nelson Bays' only All Black first selected while playing for the Union was Motueka local Trevor Morris, appearing in 23 games for the national side. A gifted footballer, had he had more chances in a metropolitan union, Morris may have achieved more.